basically, there is no doubt that this is a budget for all. Remarkable balancing act. The fact that all communities have been taken care of. There's been a reduction in the personal income tax rates across the board, and capex has been increased. Public capex has been increased 33%. All very positive. I think if there's a slight disappointment, it is that there isn't that much focus on labor-intensive manufacturing, which I think in the long term is an imperative for India. Over the next few years, we really need labor-intensive manufacturing.
Mr. Basu, if I could add,
there was
how do you see this reduction in custom duties?
But really, we need.
How do you see this reduction in custom duties, for example, really on capital goods, which go into manufacturing industry specific to the electric vehicle ecosystem, for example, the lithium-ion batteries, the mobile industry? So I think the focus must be on leveraging those benefits for the manufacturing sector and hence job growth and employment.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's job growth in skill-intensive manufacturing, capital-intensive, technology-intensive manufacturing. We also need continued focus on labor-intensive manufacturing, including the labor market reforms that were passed 2 years ago. They still need to be notified. We need that to be notified and gazetted so that we can begin to see really large-scale manufacturing of textiles and garments.
If those 4 labor codes are implemented, which are already there on the statutes, some would say they're going to take away jobs. And it's a difficult catch-22 situation for the government.
They're not notified. Now, see, first of all, that has already been passed. It's been passed by both houses of parliament, signed by the president. But in India, unless the law is notified, it isn't the law of the land. So the last step is still to be completed. Of course, this isn't within the scope of the budget, but I think it's an important aspect that needs attention. We definitely need to see the labor codes be fully gazetted and notified so that India can benefit from the huge amounts of surplus labor that exist and that should be employed in labor-intensive manufacturing on a big scale. So, if you look, say, at Gokuldas Exports, one of India's big exporters of textiles,
true,
their units are small. What we need is units of employing 100,000 people, or at least 50,000 people, and several of them.
Right.
That can only really happen if the labor market reforms are fully gazetted, notified, and become the law of the land.
Right. I would go to Samir Manchanda, but before that to Mr. Mukherjee.